Welcome to New York City, the concrete jungle where dreams are made of. But beyond the flashing lights and towering skyscrapers lies a fascinating story of how architecture shaped this city through centuries. From humble colonial homes to world-famous skyscrapers, let's take a journey through the history of New York architecture. New York's architectural history begins in the early 1600s with Dutch settlers who called the area New Amsterdam. They built small, wooden houses with steep roofs and stoops, practical and efficient. These early structures were influenced by Dutch styles but adapted to the environment of the New World. When the British took control in 1664, the city was renamed New York, and Georgian architecture began to emerge. Think red brick buildings, symmetry, and simple classical proportions. The Morris Jumel Mansion, built in 1765, is one of the best preserved examples of this era. By the 1800s, New York was booming. The Industrial Revolution brought iron, steel, and stone to the forefront. Cast iron buildings began dominating neighborhoods like Soho, elegant facades with decorative columns and wide windows. Then came the brownstones, iconic row houses made of reddish-brown sandstone. These became the face of residential New York, especially in Brooklyn and Harlem. Towards the late 1800s, Beaux Arts architecture flourished. Inspired by European design, buildings like Grand Central Terminal and the New York Public Library featured grand columns, ornate sculptures, and massive staircases. They were a statement of power and elegance. As the 20th century began, so did the race to the sky. Thanks to steel frame construction and elevators, New York's skyline began to transform. The Flatiron Building, completed in 1902, became one of the city's first skyscrapers, a triangular marvel that stunned New Yorkers. Then came the Art Deco boom in the 1920s and 30s. The Chrysler Building, with its shimmering spire, and the Empire State Building, once the tallest in the world, defined the New York skyline. Art Deco emphasized geometric patterns, stylized forms, and a futuristic vision of progress. After World War II, architecture in New York shifted again. Glass, steel, and minimalism took center stage. Modernist icons like the Seagram Building and the United Nations headquarters embraced sleek lines and open spaces. It was a break from the ornamentation of the past, a bold statement of a new, global era. Public housing projects and office towers sprang up across the city, focusing more on function than form. It was a practical, efficient era, though not without criticism for being cold and impersonal. In the 1980s, a new wave began, Postmodernism. Architects brought back color, personality, and references to history. The AT&T Building, with its Chippendale-style top, became a symbol of this playful return to decorative design. Meanwhile, neighborhoods like Soho and the Meatpacking District were revitalized. Old industrial buildings were converted into trendy lofts, blending old charm with new purpose. Today, New York's architecture is more diverse than ever. From the angular design of the vessel in Hudson Yards to the eco-friendly towers like One Bryant Park, the city continues to innovate. The Freedom Tower, also known as One World Trade Center, stands as both a symbol of resilience and a modern engineering marvel. It reflects the sky in its glass, reminding us of the city's ability to rise again. Sustainability, smart design, and mixed-use development are now leading the way, creating spaces that are not only beautiful, but livable. New York's architecture is a reflection of its spirit, ever-changing, bold, and full of character. From colonial roots to futuristic skyscrapers, each building tells a story of the time it was built and the people who built it. Next time you walk through the streets of New York, look up. You're not just seeing buildings, you're seeing history written in stone, glass, and steel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories about the world's most iconic cities.